Okay, let's move on to the next item. This particular clip is the clothes hanging clip that's in the back storage area, and it is very much comes apart just like the visor clips, where you pull on the outer shell here, and when you pull on the outer shell, you'll be able to release it. You might see these little detent clips here folded backwards on you. They shouldn't break off when you pull it out, but go ahead and just push them back with your fingers in place like you see here in this picture, and stab it back in when you're finished. So anyway, this is the clothes hanger clips that on the left and rear of the vehicle, and left and right side of the rear of the vehicle, and that's how you get them loose, same as you do the visor clips. Okay, moving on. This is in the rear by the back hatch. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to jump forward a slide. These are the rear post covers, and this is looking at the ceiling. There's one screw that does hold these units in. Most of them have no screws in them. They all clip on. This one has both one screw and clips on it, and let's show you where the clips are. Here's one on the top side towards where the headliner connects. There's one clip here and one alignment pin. And on the next point, there's no clips on the bottom. However, there are these little tangs that go over the plastic that carries on down for the rest of the body. So be careful to peel from the top first out. And as you pull from the top first out, removing that one screw, grab between the headliner and this piece and peel out, and you should not warp or bend these tangs here either. One other area that really, I don't know if you'd be interested in or not, this was why I took mine apart, because I was doing some fixing in this area. There are 4 8mm screws here that hold this piece of ductwork underneath the headliner to the ceiling. And the reason why I pulled this off is because I completely redid the foam that was here. There's only a foam connection between the headliner and this upper post leading to the air conditioning, and that foam had deteriorated over the years and was basically not functioning, so air was leaking into the roof and not coming out the vents. I took a double layer of foam and cut it and shaped it to fit so that it would seal off again, and hopefully this will last another 5 to 8 years. So that was one of the problems I was researching as I was working on it. Now here's a clear shot of the roof with the panel removed. You can see on the right the ductwork coming up. You can see here the center map light for the passengers and the map light for the driver and his shotgun person coming through. This is what your roof will look like if you get your headliner out. Next. Okay, here is a picture of the headliner, looking at it from the top side, from the side that mates to the roof. And this is the back area, and this is the front as you look at the position. We'll take another look at it. Here's the front side view of it and the back side view. Now we're going to look at an area that I had to repair myself. This area here had come completely detached and was loose, and so air was leaking out all through here between the headliner, and I wasn't getting a full force of air through the system. So through this opening is where the vent mates up, and then this had not been glued properly from factory, so I re-glued it. Now use your own glue of choice. I here in this case used liquid nails and squirted that in there, pooped it in. It took about 24 hours for it to set hard enough to where it was firm enough to leave and trust. So you might want to find a faster setting glue if you can to do your repairs, if you have any repairs to do on your headliner like I did. Let's take another look. Again, that's where the input hole was we were just looking at relative to the front and the back and the light sockets. And here's another view at that hole. This is the input of the hole. This chamber is where air goes over to the area directly behind the driver's head. This chamber and this side over here is where air goes just behind the shotgun's head. And I was having a problem getting enough air flowing up this round, so what I did is I cut a piece of aluminum to fit inside here to create a deflector that would come out and block more of this air to go to the right instead of straight, because I was trying to balance the air better through the air conditioning duct system. Just FYI, I didn't post a picture of that. I probably should have. That would have helped. Now, One other thing maybe, you don't have to take out the actual air conditioning vents themselves because they'll stay attached with the roof and it's okay. But if for any reason you need to take these vents out, let me show you how they come apart. You can see here that on one side of the vent and one side only, there is an open gap with a clip, and it will clip over the stud and allow it to rotate. So here's the stud, here's the clip area, and what you do is you put a pry tool behind. Now, which side do you know to pry on? It's the side with the adjuster for the vent. That's the side that has the open clip. Pry that loose. When you pry it loose, then you will slide it, in this case from this picture, to the right, and it will come off of the hole on the other side. Both sides do not have an open prong, only the side with the vent adjuster. So make sure if you're taking this vent loose to pry it loose here. Now, once you get this vent out, then you still have this outer vent ring that needs to come loose. This outer vent ring clips on at this area and this area. There's 4 of them. So let's take a look at that. You can see here where it's clipped in, there's the black part of the inner vent here, inner vent ring, and then the outer vent ring, which is your finished ring we see, and the 2 pivot posts. There's 4 clips that need to come loose. Once you have the vent out, you can easily get to these 4 clips and pop them loose from the back ring. Now, how to get the back ring out is to pry it out in the angle that you see here. This is the outside of the vehicle, and my hand is on the inner or the center line of the vehicle, pulling it out through that direction and also replacing it. This is the direction you want to use. It gives you the most room to be able to pull the ring in and out. And so let's see if we have anything else to discuss. That should be it. That's all the information that I have for removing and replacing the headliner, how to get to all the different clips. Hopefully this will help you do it a lot faster than what I had to do in discovering everything. Thank you very much.